shot blockers, insinuating that bigs really have a greater impact on that end of the floor.
Well, you know, the counting stats favor big guys. I mean, when you think about block shots and defensive rebounds, clearly big guys would tend to corral numbers in those areas. But still being on that back line means they're involved in a lot of plays, and they've got to do more than just block shots and rebounds. So to answer the question, generally, I'd say yes. You know, when you talk Kawhi Leonard, you start with his defense, and I don't know if there's a better wing defender around.
Here's Sarr. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Jokic with a screen on Morant. White for three. Aldama grabs a board. Aldama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's Morant outside. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that three.
White, the pass to Leonard. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
And that one's good. Morant.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Morant against White. And they call an illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Warriors trail by 16. Pass to Jovic. It's stolen by Johnson. Leonard! Oh! Putting in work inside. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Denver.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Yeah, the basket has looked big to White tonight. I mean, he's gone off, and they should just keep feeding him.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. For our presentation of the player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
He simply turned the inside into his personal workshop, getting bucket after bucket with aggressive interior offense. So you know what? When that's the case, just keep feeding him, and that's what his teammates did.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Here's Morant. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Olynyk checked in for the Warriors. Cole Anthony comes in for Ja Morant. Let's go with a three. Anthony misses. The Nuggets lead by 21. 1:36 left in the fourth. Here's Champ. Sarr pulls it in. Sarr's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nuggets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league. And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Nikola Jokic.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Now here's Anthony. Out to Hield. Launches it. And it's Connect with a rebound. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. Outside White. Inside. Here's Champ. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Assisted by Cole Anthony.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. 5 on the clock. And here's Connect outside. Doesn't go for him. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Nikola, I heard the fans chanting for you, saying MVP. How special is that?
I mean, I think it's funny, to be honest. I think that there's a better player than me that's going to win an MVP. I'm just trying to play really good team basketball. That's all I'm trying to do.
MVP talks? That's just funny talk to Nikola, guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now, time for our player of the game, Nikola.